Hi everyone, welcome back. I've just been here for like 40 minutes trying to sort my stuff out. Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? Just having a right old chat in my head, and I'm bored of myself now. So I've just turned the camera on and thought, right, let's do it. Two reasons why I want to film today. I've got this lovely new shirt. It's a Bash shirt. I got it from the Outnet. Love the Outnet. So I think it would be like 300 quid and it was like 100. Don't quote me on that. I can put the link in, blah, blah, if it's still there, obviously. But I love this blushy colour. Just love the blush. I thought, let's do a little makeup look with it. And then I was like, yes, I know what I'm going to do with that. This amazing palette here by Revolution. Look at these colours. Oh, don't know why I'm doing that. That's not holding anything, is it? That's not obscuring anything, shall I say. Really lovely colours. Yours for the price of £5.49. I mean, depending on where you get it, but just beautiful. If not, just to look at. Even the shininess, because obviously I know you're all here because you're makeup and beauty lovers, and definitely the packaging and sparkly things really does make the difference, and it makes us enjoy that process even more. So then I was thinking, well, shall I do a whole look and then do another one next week? But then we'll be over it by next week, won't we? So I'll just do a couple of looks. I'm going to do a really simple look, just using the mattes, and then go in with a darker, more berry lip. Oh, you weren't expecting that, were you? And then we'll go in for, or maybe you were, sorry. Maybe you were. It's very presumptuous of me to assume what you're thinking. I'm going to talk about makeup and nothing else from now on, I promise. Right, I've got my base on, I've got little brows on. Actually, my brows are fading so much, I've now started using my inks again, which I haven't used for a while because the tails were softening slightly. So if you are someone who finds that their brows fade, especially on the edges so you don't have that extension, this is the Nabla one, which I like, as well as Urban Decay and a few others, but this is my favourite at the moment. It's called Brow Ambition, and I will have to put the colour in the description because obviously I can't see it. And my glasses are over there. And I just want to get on with this makeup now. So let us start. I'm going to start randomly with just a very soft lip. These Jones Road ones, which I sort of added to the look last week, are new lip liners. And again, we're really, really working the kind of colours today. Feeling that vibe, right? All warm and soft. Like I said to my friend the other day, walking around, we'd been to the shops and then I went for a beautiful walk. And I was like, admiring all the leaves and, the beautiful colours and the low, sharp sunlight. I was like, yeah, but I just don't want to look like an autumn leaf with my wardrobe. But, we can't help ourselves, can we? We turn into the seasons so beautifully and so naturally, should I say, because that's kind of what's happening all around us. But everything is green and gold and brown. I don't want to look like that, so I think I'm going to go and get some neon. But anyway, these colours are just so soft and beautiful. I need to look more into the collection. I'm not sure whether there are more, but she's just really honed in on these beautiful neutrals and naturals. So whether it's a dark brown or a nude pink, she's kind of nailed it. So I'm just going to go in with mauve. Let's see what this looks like. And I want to just get like a basic lip shape first. It's like a pretty good match to the shirt. Probably a little bit cool for me, but it's only the base because I'm going to put quite a strongish colour on. But neutral lip liners are sometimes quite hard to find. You're trying to get something to balance with your skin tone, with your own natural lip colour, and to sort of blend with sort of maybe 4 or 5 lipsticks, right? And lip lines always look so different. Well, especially online now, because so many people shop online, but they do change if you buy something in a shop, even if you haven't tried it on your lips. You get home and sometimes they're just too muddy or too brown I've done it countless times. Obviously I'm fortunate that I get to trial so many things, so I can kind of pull out ones that work. But I really like that. It's a kind of base. I wouldn't wear that alone because for me, I find it's draining everything. It's like, it's not amplifying my features. But for a good base lip that's not fighting with anything, that's quite a nice tone. So these are the Kosas lip butters, I think. There is Baby Rose. I'm really not sharing the conversation with you, are they? These are the Kosas lip butters. And Baby Rose and Tropic Bliss. They may not be called butters because they might not be. I don't know what they're called, but they are very buttery and really, really enjoyable with that kind of lovely gloss. I'm going to go in, I've used this one quite a lot actually. Tropic Bliss. It's kind of like, you know, Your Lips. Oops, there's the door. The boys can get that. Oh, just check my teeth because one of those annoying things as well, I love a biscuit. And before I press play, I had a hobnob. And it goes everywhere, doesn't it? So I had to clean my teeth again. Love a hobnob. Oh, that's a nice match. In my head, it was going to be much more ruby and bright, but actually I don't mind this. Actually, maybe that's strong enough for me. Let me just do like another layer because they do build up quite nicely in pigment. Yeah, it's probably going to be dark enough actually. Really love the consistency. Let me just soften that very slightly. Now I wonder whether, now going back to the liners, I should go in with a slightly deeper colour. There's two here. Maybe let me just draw them on my hand and let's see which one. I might just go for this shade here, which is called Rosewood, and see if I get a better match to kind of just give me a bit of extra depth that I'm sort of lacking from what I had in my mind's eye. Yes. It's always nice to have that gradient on the lip. My friend read Trinny Woodall's new book, Fearless, genius, right? She's in the industry. She said she didn't learn a lot because it's her world, but it was a really great informative book about, you know, combining, which Trinny does so well, her makeup and clothes together and the whole aesthetic. Similar to what I try and teach you here as well. I wonder if any of you have read it and what you think about it, because I think there's definitely, you know, after having Anna on the channel, there is definitely a communication that I'm sure we could hone better to kind of help you kind of have a few key looks of makeup with depending on what kind of clothes that you're wearing, and trying to make that a little bit simpler for everyone. Anyway, I wondered what any of you guys thought. Loving this, much more polished. I'm just going to take that up a little bit more just to give me a bit more strength, but keep it soft underneath. Okay, so with the palette, I really love the peachy colour and the neutral colour. And with this look, I don't want to add too much more. Now, rather than going for a pinky blush, maybe I'll go for the very soft bronzer. I had a beautiful bronzer here, the powdery one, here we are, that I used, the Diego de la Palma one. Look at this, vibing off the soft mattes, it's really nice. So I'm going to use my blush and powder. It's a small brush from my Kitco, and I'm going to swirl it all the way around. Again, a lot of the brushes that I use are small, on my hand, and just literally on the outside, building it up, building it up, building it up, just to give almost, if anything, it's so soft and sheer, this, very controllable, to make the front of my face lighter, rather than sort of thinking about, you know, toning your skin and giving yourself a suntan or a sun-kissed look. It's just about bringing the lightness to this area of the face. Now, kind of creating like a modern makeup look is all about simplicity sometimes and balance. And that's, you know, I ask you, try to do your makeup the opposite way. Maybe start with your lip after you've done your base. Always do your base first, I think. unless you like to do your smoky eye first because you get it all over your face and you just prefer to do it that way. Of course, do that. But it's quite nice to change it around and do it a different way, because you might end up in a place that you weren't going to end up into if you'd done your normal routine, just shaking it up. So that gives me a little bit of warmth. It's nice. I don't want any more colour because this lip is, for me, sort of quite striking. And as I said, to keep it modern, sometimes you need to keep it simple. Right, let's go in. I'm going to use a firm as ever brush here. This is 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I like one of these and MAC ones. They're all very similar, but it is a fave. And this is like a peachy tone, and I like it because it's nice and compact. Now I'm going to press that just on the inside. Oh no, that's really lovely. Really gentle. Okay, it's warmer than I thought, and the pigment's stronger than I thought. So actually I'm going to whiz it all the way across, and with this brush I'm pushing the product in, not sweeping too much because it's going to spill. So it's quite nice to push, use the brush to push. And if the brush is too soft and fluffy, you can't get that. So you just need to push and layer that in. I mean, really just that is really nice enough as it is with a bit of mascara. And because I've got the strong lip, I want to have the lift. So I'm just going to use the one, I'm just going to apply the mascara just to my top lash only, which actually works because then I can do it for both for the second look. Okay, I'm going to turn the brush over and use the tip. I've actually been asked by a lovely company to create like my favourite brushes, like my own range of brushes, which I've never been asked before, and I'm really excited to do. Let me know. It's going to be quite a concise, no fuss, but high performing range, and I know there's hundreds of brushes available, but I'd be curious to know what brushes that you love and what you feel you're lacking maybe, because your feedback's everything basically. So there we are, just place that in now. So I've used that one brush, and now, like I said, I'm going to reach for a soft fluffy one that's slightly tapered, and I'm just going to go back and forward and just bash that out so it becomes seamless. As you can see, as the light's dropping slightly, the makeup becomes more obvious and more evident. So that's sort of telling me that don't go too much, whereas obviously when it's brighter and I'm looking at the monitor, it looks like, well, she didn't have much makeup on, Caroline. You need to kind of, you know, put on a little bit more. But actually, as we get older, I think sometimes less is more. It's all about structure. What a great palette. You literally can't go wrong. So mascara, let's use the lovely Vive Modern Mascara. Again, this brush is a twisted bristle brush, so it creates a very soft, fluffy, not overloaded mascara look, which is great for this finish. I'm really glad I've done the two looks now. I think this was going to be more interesting for you, rather than doing one and then coming back to the next one the following week. We'll be on to something else next, won't we? We'll be on to something else. Now I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to let that sit 30 seconds and just come back to my lip and just soften that very slightly so that I don't get any movement from that liner throughout the day today. And that's great. These are my really happy earrings from my friend who does cheerings. I've talked about them before. A friend who has the jewellery company, she set it up a year or so ago, and it's to send, they're all really great priced earrings, but they're to send joy. And I've told her she's got to personalise all her earrings. She's got such wonderful, wonderful ideas. Not ideas, thoughts and dreams. She loves her earrings. They're all characters. I was like, you've got to share this with everyone. Because sometimes it's just nice, isn't it, to just send a pair of earrings to someone. I never would have thought of doing that as a gift. Wouldn't have thought about it. But the whole thing about, you know, doing it to sort of cheer someone up, or just to send some joy. It's quite nice, right? That's what we love in our little gang, don't we? Just a little bit of joy. It's funny, that side of my mascara's gone really well. I feel like this side is being really lazy, so let me just whack up this. I need to get more at the base. It needs a hoik. Probably should have curled them to enhance that lift. But if I can just pull up my lash like that, then I can really get it at the base without ruining. That's better. Eye disappears into the back of my head. So always that middle bit, try and get that middle bit up so you see those top lashes, because that's what's going to give you that eye-opening effect. So yeah, probably just keep my hair simple. So that is look one. I'll just take a quick snap of that and then we'll get on with look two. Hobnob smile. Right, pick's done. Let's take off the lippy. And I think what I'll do is just take a little bit of base over that so that I have more of a neutral finish. So let me just take that over. And I'll do a little bit of powder. Right, so we're going in with nude pink. It's a little bit warmer, a little bit more punchy than the other one. Oh, we've used quite a few of these Jones Road lip pencils now, so that's nice. They the colours really are really sympathetic to complexion, to skin tones. You know how some of them can be quite jarring, and sometimes, you know, you want a bright orange red or something like that, but these are really flattering to create that sort of natural look with makeup. This shade I've been wearing is called Nighty. Oh, quite cute, isn't it? It's got her V in the back, right embossed in there. She is chic. I've just placed that in the middle because I want to get the sort of similar effect that I did, but doing it the other way around with the darker one, so I get that little bit of migration of colour. I can go back to that in a minute. It's the texture I love of this because it doesn't slip around too much. Although, you know, if you want that more hydration, then the Kosas is great. Love, love, love. It's kind of got like a soft, sort of like sexy 60s of nudie tone to it, hasn't it? Lovely. Right, so let's go in with, so probably like the pinky colour, this lovely shade. Maybe let's go in, take a small brush first, and let's see how the pink reads, shall we? Quite soft. I like that. Is there a paler colour? Let's mix it with this lighter colour. I mean, there's so many options. Let's do that on the other side. And obviously I'm going over the colour that I had, so I've already got that sort of nice base and warmth. And let's go in with the pink there. Quite like the brightness of the pink against the soft blush. What do you think? I'm going to put the lots more mascara on as well. All right, okay, I quite like that. I'm wondering whether, let me take a cotton bud. I'm going to go in with the metallic one just to use different shades and see how that comes out. So that's quite pinky, that one. I'm going to go in with the matte. Yeah, I don't like it so much underneath. I'm going to keep it with a darker shade, I think, here. I think that's probably where I need it. I might just use a little bit of that soft, just really as almost like it will be, we won't even see it really once I get the mascara on. So I'm using the soft metallic-y one underneath to create that shape, but I actually thought I'd go sort of smokier. I'm holding back. I really want to try this beautiful like sparkly glitter one as well. So you literally got your day wear for makeup, just nice sort of shaping colours, and then full on like disco sparkles, which is nice. Okay, let's put that on with a brush. And then bring that round to smoke it a little bit. So you're using the flat side of the brush, then you flip it and use the tip. Okay, so flat side of the brush, and then flip it and use the tip to go inside. Now, with the soft fluffy one, then you can just migrate the colour so that my eye area is becoming just a little bit warmer than my complexion. And then we'll see how it works with the mascara. Curious to know which one you're going to love. Oh look, let's just try the sparkles while we're at it. While we're here. Might go in the same brush, it's not too much. Oh gosh, that's very sparkly. Oh, okay. Am I going to ruin it? Probably. She's going out. Out, out. Okay, so it was definitely more chic before. But we knew where the sparkles were going to go, right? I would actually probably wear these sparkles like with a t-shirt and lots of mascara, because they're very feminine. I'm just keeping it on my lid only. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, actually, no, as I'm migrating it together, I really love that. It's eye-catching, isn't it? I wouldn't wear it with this shirt. That's all I would say. I wouldn't wear it with this shirt because the shirt is kind of chic and simple and sort of utility, isn't it? It doesn't really work with the sparkles, but it's nice to play. Let's chuck on a bit more mascara. Where is she? Here she is. And that will really help, I think, once I pull it out and down on the lashes, and you'll see the sort of difference and how it worked before, whereas this just sort of ties it all together. It's just, I think obviously it's to do with my eye shape as well, and that's the thing, is that we're all trying to work out what's best for our eye shape. But flipping the mascara to create lift for just the top lashes works for everybody, and making your eye look bigger by using mascara top and bottom also works for everyone. So hopefully that helps everyone. And what's going on with this eye? I must have like crushed it or something when I was sleeping. What I'll do is when my mascara dries, which will be sort of after this film, it's so pretty. Come on, so pretty. I'm saying that because I'm quite surprised. I was a bit like, instant regret, wish I hadn't done that, but actually I don't mind it. Now, so I've got the bronzer on, so imagine that I've just softened the bronzer. So let's use a little bit of powder just to soften that back a little bit, to make sure we've got, no, probably got a few little bit of sparkle fallout for my very professional application. And what I do want is a little bit of colour. I'm going to use this one by Surratt, which I really love. I wish I had it in a palette. It's called Parfait. It's this. Isn't that a beautiful colour against this? You see how it pops? That's what you want. You want that little bit of heat in it just to bring it up. I'm going to use a tiny little brush. This is an M31 tapered Kit Stars one. So this is quite punchy in colour. I just want to add a little bit, just a little bit of a flush, just across the cheek there. That's it, just a hint of colour. Yeah, lovely. Need to make one of those palettes, don't I? Keep it all in there. Let's add that to the Toilet roll list of to-do jobs. I'm sure everyone's got one of those. So there we are. 2 looks, 1 palette and a brand new shirt. I hope you liked it and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.